Oh, oh, we're live. We're live. Wait, how do I bring up the da 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 the intro? Da 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 da. Bow bow bow. Bow bow bow. Bow bow bow. Wow, wow, wow. Wow, wow. Wow. Hello, everybody. Wait, I gotta open my, I gotta open my chat. YouTube chat. Hello, YouTube. This is like my unofficial, I guess it is official. This is my official announcement, but like, I'm gonna do a more official feeling announcement eventually. I was just very excited. I know it's been a minute. It's been a minute since I've streamed, and everyone, all 200 billion million gazillion people who watch my YouTube channel. I'm so sorry that I haven't been streaming. I know I've been very like inconsistent with that. Um, I'm finally back though. I'm hoping to get some more streams in soon. However, we have some important business to talk about. I Well, first of all, let me just explain where I've been just to some degree. I have been working my job. I wish I could censor that. I'm sorry if that's triggering for anybody, but I have been I've been working my job, and it has been beating the poop out of me. Um, you know how it goes. And I've just been tired, and also have been I've been reading some more recently, and I've been um trying to get back into some single player games. I don't like to play all of my single player games on like live streams and such. So I very occasionally will take some time to play games on my own and in my free time, and I just really haven't had a lot of free time because I've also been working on a short film. It's not mine. It's my friend's that I will be directing you guys to once it's officially out on YouTube and put out to all the um, film festivals that we're going to submit it to. But it's going to be really cool. I did the lighting on it, which isn't phenomenal. The lighting wasn't phenomenal. I don't know what I'm doing, but I tried my best. I did the lighting. I also am doing the music, and I'm helping on some of the editing as far as color grading goes and just the editing in general. But anyway, that's where I've been. I've been very busy with that and work, and also have just been wanting to enjoy my free time in some different ways. So, apologies for being gone for so long. But this is very exciting, and I'm going to load into the game that I am adapting. Yes, it's a Roblox game. don't hate on me, guys. Did I not press play the first time? All right. So, don't hate on me, guys. Oh, I'm Hatsune Miku. Hold on, I gotta change that. Let's. Ooh, let's. Ooh. Hold on. Let's change to my normal guy. We're not gonna talk about all these different characters. Where? Man, I hope my boy Quipless joins tonight. Where's the? Am I stupid? Did I miss? Oh yeah, continue. So yes, Dream Dive. Yes. So I have talked about Dream Dive quite a few times throughout my time on this channel. Um, and every time I've played Roblox, which has been quite a few times now, I think we've. Dude, I gotta finish that one game I was working on. Anyway, um, I I've been playing this game a lot on my own time, but I haven't actually done a video on it, and I'm going to be playing it right now. If you don't know what Dream Dive is, it's this really awesome game on Roblox that I've had a hyperfixation on for a very, very long time. And I still have only scratched the surface of it, to be honest. The goal, I mean, the point of the game is that you, like you saw me just do, I went to bed and I woke up inside of a dream. And then this dream leads to another dream. And if I didn't have so many, if I didn't already have a lot of the stuff done in this game, there would be collectibles that I could pick up in these worlds that would. They're called. I think they're called shards or dream shards. I don't remember exactly, but um, you can collect them, and they go into your bag. And then once you use this button to wake all the way back up to your bed, those in your bag will go into your collection. And these are all the dreams that I've collected. I have 222 out of 400. However, there's even more than 400, but that's just ball knowledge that you will have to find out for your own self. Let's see if someone. Yeah, no. Okay. Sometimes you'll see someone with over 400 dreams. Anyway, I have thoroughly enjoyed this game so much, and I've maybe talked about it some before, but I have such a huge love for anything liminal, backroomy, and so on and so forth. I don't like a lot of interpretations of the backrooms currently, and even liminality and like the dream core. I hate calling it dream core. I wish there was a better word. I guess liminality is the word. I don't like a lot of interpretations of that kind of that liminal genre, I guess. And I think this game is a very creative and wonderful interpretation of the genre. And I have loved playing it for I don't know how long I've played it for. I guess it'd be almost. I mean, I found it maybe a little over a year ago, but I didn't really start getting into it until a couple months ago. Very much so a puzzle game. Let me get out of this area. Actually, I'll go show you guys somewhere else. We could go. Let's go to the flower world. So. Yes, just very fun, very beautiful. The soundtrack is awesome. And actually, it was the soundtrack that got me to this, that kind of led me to this idea. So, I've for a while now been wanting to make a short film that was liminal or dreamy or just really strange in some way, shape, or form. And I had even like recently I was at my friend's house, actually the director of that film that I worked on, that I talked about earlier. I was at their place and I used her whiteboard to try to kind of draft out like an idea or of some sort, that would have to do like with a dreamy feel, I guess. And so I just kind of like I was at a writer's block. I was just having a lot of issues, but one thing I knew is that I thought it would be super cool to reach out to the person who made the soundtrack of this game. There's like a Discord community that I was able to reach out to them on, and I messaged them and I said, "Yo, love your soundtrack. I genuinely listen to it on Spotify like daily. Uh, I would love to adapt this into, or I would love to, no, I would love to use you on a short film and like have you create the soundtrack for a short film. And to my surprise, they reached back out to me and said, or they responded to me and said that they would do it. And I was like, oh, whoa. Like, I actually did not necessarily expect a response. Like, this is crazy, though. Like, this game, the soundtrack means so much to me. This is a very important part of me. This game is the soundtrack. Oh, so beautiful. And so, anyway, I got their, I got them to, say yes to that. I reached out to them again. I haven't heard back, but hopefully we can get them in on it, on the upcoming project. But anyway, so after getting that, I was like, I for sure got to make something that's liminal. Like have to make a short film that's strange, dreamy, all that stuff. But just could not come up with an idea, and I was just really struggling with that. But then one day I was in the shower and it dawned on me, how cool would it be to make a short film that adapted this game into a film? Holy moly. And I swear to God, it was like the first really good idea that I felt like I had in a long time. I jumped out of my shower and I got on my computer and started writing just whatever came to my mind, and then I ended up just making a letter to the game dev, actually, to number one, ask for permission to adapt this into a short film, and two, to also get her to help on the creation process. Like I want to include the dev on the writing process, making sure we're adapting things to to her liking, I guess, since this was her original creation. I wanted to get her in on it. So I wrote a letter and I reached out to her, but it was through Discord, and in this community there's actually quite a bunch of people, and I kind of figured, most messages that she would get from people who aren't friends on her account, would probably just go into like she probably wouldn't see it. And so I felt kind of chuddy, like I felt like a chud, I will admit, and I felt maybe a little invasive, but she did have her Twitter linked on her Discord, and I reached out on there and said, hey, I contacted you, I sent you a letter, like I really want to turn this into a film. Please, like let me do this, and please, be a part of this process. And we got the approval to do it. We have been approved. I'm gonna jump down here, why not? I'm just kind of walking around talking. We got approval. I'm not sure if she's interested in being. I still need to talk to her some more. But I'm really hoping to get her in on the whole writing and creation process to make sure that we are adapting this game to the best of our ability, but also considering that we have a budget and a very small budget too. We will have to take some creative liberties. However, I think a lot of this is very possible, especially through some of the methods that I have considered tapping into. However, this is also a good thing, but this would probably be, to this date, my most ambitious project. It would require a mix of lots of different art styles and art forms, um, and a much better. I, I don't know how to even put it. It would just be a very big combination of different talents and art styles, and I would need a lot of people to be able to help out. Um, and I also need money. I'm considering starting a like a crowdfunding thing for it. But I just I thought this game had so much life. I feel like there's a lot that can be done with it. I think there's a really cool story that can be told through this world, and I would really just love to adapt this. Um I have a lot of great ideas, a lot of which I don't want to expand on too much. Um but I think we can turn the general concept of this game into and some of these worlds that you're seeing that we're passing by right now. I like wholeheartedly believe that we can represent these in a unique but also faithful way that respects the game but also respects our budget. If that makes sense. um I don't necessarily want to. I mean, if this gives you any clue into the plot, which honestly, the plot has not really. I don't even know what the plot's gonna be. Like, I can't tell you characters or anything. Um, Other than I think I want it to work somewhat like a fable, where there is a life lesson of sorts, or some kind of deeper meaning, like a lesson that is told through the world and doesn't necessarily explain the world but focuses more on the lesson that is being told, or tells the lesson in a more metaphorical kind of way. And I want to use the world to tell that kind of story and to um, I want, when I think of this short film, I think of it being like I want it to leave an impression. I want it to be thought provoking. I I think there is a lot of opportunity for this film to leave the audience feeling like they learned something, or they got to see a different side of something, of an idea. And but I want to also mix the different feelings of this game. Like, obviously, it's funny. This game is funny and silly, but it can also be creepy and honestly kind of horrifying sometimes. Um, I'll show you why it gets creepy. Uh, Too. There's a lot of actually creepy moments in this game that I have not really shown yet, but um, I think that there is a story worth telling, and I would love to do my best to adapt it. Um, and like I said, there will be some creative liberties. Like, I don't think I'm going to be able. There are some worlds in this game that I am just completely marking off the list. There there are some worlds that I know for sure would be mostly like completely out of any sort of idea, unless we had a lot of talent. A lot of talent put behind it. And I'm not saying that the crew and people that I'm going to be working with are not talented. Um, I think they have. I think the people that I work with have all sorts of talent, and like all very respectable and just great. These people are amazing. I just some of the some of these worlds, I just think it would be really impossible at our I mean, we're college students. We're all college students, and we all have jobs. We all have lives outside of this project, and it would require all kinds of time and talent, and just it would. Anyway, so my point is, I'm gonna have to take creative liberties. I think this, like, when I see this world, I obviously would not be able to replicate it perfectly. Like, I I think when I see this world, I literally do just think of a forest, because this is forest. This is the world. It's just called forest. And I think there's a cool way that we can still represent this world though, and bring in like creepy, not creepy, but like, dreamy feeling to it, while also, not trying to, I don't know how to word it. I'm trying to figure out how to word this. Like, I don't want to just be like, oh yeah, we're filming in a forest, we call it a day. Right? So, what I'm thinking is that I could totally be able to show like this kind of place, sort of. I would be able to film this place, and this is actually, this person right here is a character that I want to have in the film. Very, very, very bad. I wanna adapt the fisherman greatly. Um, but I really do think that we could we could use this to kind of elevate the weirdness of the forest, I guess, rather than it just being a forest. Or maybe off in the background, like on a wide shot of the whole place, like you could see these little bridges up in the sky, or maybe a UFO like this going by. Um, yeah. So there's that. Let me think what else. Oh, I said I was gonna show you why I thought the game was creepy. I'm gonna try two ways actually. I've got, oh, by the way, keys are currency, which is great. Let me see. I'm going in here. So this will take me to a random dream, which may or may not be creepy. We will find out. Based on the fact that I can still wake up from it, it's probably not. Oh, it's this fucking parkour. I can't. Yeah, it's horrible. Okay. Sorry, I was reading a text. Okay. Oh, let's see what's in here. I forgot. Okay, chest. Boom, 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 boom. Okay, so I'm gonna take you guys to a creepy world. This world that I'm about to take you to is called the Dark Forest, and without spoiling it, unless, I mean, if you know the game, you will know what I'm talking about, probably. But without spoiling it, there are very, very many ways that I can keep the creepiness of this world up, and I guess still separate it from, like, I don't want to just, film a forest at night and call it a day. Uh-oh, my mic fell. Sorry. I don't want to just film in a dark forest and call it a day. There are many effects I can work with. There's a lot of horror elements I can work with. So on and so forth. Even soundtrack shit. It'd be great. It'd be great. I'm not gonna walk too far into here, because if you haven't played the game and you don't plan on it, and you want to wait until to watch the short film for it to be a surprise, then I will not walk in there. as of right now. However, because I know that's probably going to be a big part of the game. I mean, the film. I'm going to say that a lot. That's probably going to be a big part of the film. I'm probably just speaking gibberish. I'm sorry. My brain is everywhere. I'm just excited. I'm excited. So there's that. I want there to be creepiness. I want it to be surreal. But I am also going to embrace a lot of silliness of the world and like have it work as like a major contrast of the film. And deal with some topics that are maybe not so easy to talk about. Possibly. Oh, look, it's the man face. Do you think that should be in the film? I'm gonna take a picture of that just so I remember that. Dun, 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 dun. That's gonna be in the film. But yeah, lots of puzzles in this game too. I do highly recommend playing this game. Guessed. Interesting. Yeah, so I really do suggest playing this game. It's a fantastic game. Even like I've said it to multiple people, and maybe this is just coping, but I truly do. Like I feel weird admitting that one of my favorite games is a Roblox game. But even outside of Roblox, this game is like truly one of my favorites to play. It's very enjoyable for me, and I just love the atmosphere. I love the vibes of the game. I don't know how to word it. I'm so much better at like talking about this stuff over text or like, typing it out rather than saying it. I just appreciate so much about this game. It's instead of just putting you into like my issue with the whole liminality genre as of today is that a lot of the liminality like films and games, the issue is that there's gonna be, I mean, this is not an unpopular opinion, but a lot of films and like short films and movies, well, not even movies. I'm excited for the Backrooms movie, but we'll see how that goes. Like a lot of short films and especially games will kind of just drop you into, like it's a weird place, like it's a nostalgic looking place, but it's also just strange looking. It's empty, and then they just put a monster in there. And it's the most annoying thing ever, because we can tell that you didn't put that monster in there to tell a story. You put that monster in there just because you wanted to get a good scare. You wanted someone to see this and be like, oh, wow, that was like really, really terrifying. Like the way that it jumped at the camera and like, forced your body to jump. Anyway, I could talk about all of my issues with. I think that they're like, I'm gonna talk about it actually. I think that with liminality, like the liminal genre, I think there is a completely untapped part of that genre. I think there is a lot of untapped potential within it. I think there is a very emotionally compelling and thought-provoking, life-changing story that can be told through the liminal genre and through liminal worlds without having to put a big scary fucking monster. And it just kind of I like I like some interpretations of monsters. I especially like the creepiness that this game does. Like the moments that get creepy and the times that there are something that can kill you feels right. Because as much as there is creepy in this game, there's also silly and fun and whimsy. I'm about to gamble. That's whimsical. And I'm gonna put a bunch of keys in there. Like, I'm gonna gamble with keys. When do you gamble with keys? In Dream Dive. That's when you do it. Also, hold on. Little pro tip for the newbies. If you come here and get some water before you eat your clovers for more luck, mix it and you make a luck potion. And we're gonna do that 3 more times. And we're gonna gamble. I'm actually probably not gonna stay on for much longer. I just really wanted to talk about this to y'all. What even went? Oh, there we go. Yup. Okay. So, yeah, anyway, that's my big news. And now I'm just gonna kind of play this game until I feel done. And I might come up with some other points that I am forgetting to talk about right now. But anyway, yeah. Oh, I'm also most likely going to be actually no, not just most likely. I will be working with my good buddy Eli on this film. We will be co-directing, co-writing, so on and so forth. We both love this game equally. He actually has more dreams than me, despite the fact that I showed him this game. I was the OG, and he has more dreams than me now. I taught him the ways, and he flew, while I'm still just running on the ground. He tries to think he's better than me, but I'm honestly just the goat. He doesn't understand. I take my time. But yeah, so we will be working together. We both love this game greatly. I think we have a very similar vision for the film in mind. He has a great... I think he has a very great creative heart, or creative part of his brain. There is... I have... Every time I've ever worked with him, especially on Lantern Man, I have always just thought that the ideas that he comes up with is so smart and creative and funny and creepy, or whatever he wants it to be. It's it always happens to be his vision. His vision always comes to life in such a great way, and I love working with him. And I'm not trying to glaze him. I need to tell him this directly, but I love working with him because I think he has a very creative mind, and the things that he's come up with in the past have just been nothing short of interesting, fun, creative, all just great, all just very great. And I think he would be a great addition to this project. Not even just addition is the wrong word. He would be great for leading this kind of project. And I'm glad that we're going to be leading it together. I think it's going to be a great film. I'm so excited. Anyway, here's gambling, which is also going to be in the film. I want there to be gambling in the film. I just don't know how yet, but it'll work. I think I've been considering... I think I need to, I don't know how I'm gonna show a slot machine. I unless I pay a trillion gazillion dollars to film inside of a casino, I'm gonna need to make a practical, somehow make a practical slot machine. I don't know how, but I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna figure it out. It'll be awesome. Anyway, I'm gambling. Well, I'm bouncing. Anyway, I'm mostly just playing to give you guys an incentive to play the game. It's phenomenal. Maybe one day I'll have like a day where I set a goal and I set out to beat that goal while just streaming it or something on this game, so I can show y'all more. But I just really wanted to announce this and talk about it for a moment. But I think it's going to be amazing. I am so excited to get started. Um, I think we're going to be starting the writing process, or at least like more brainstorming right before writing stuff this week, which is awesome. I am so excited to get back into filmmaking, or to finally get back into it. But however, right now I am very tired, and I just wanted to announce that and go to bed. So it is time for me to get off of here. However, I appreciate you guys. Love you guys. Thank you for watching. And I shall return very soon to play some more Roblox games. or just do whatever. I might start a Minecraft Let's Play or something soon too. I don't know what I'm going to do. I'm going to do something. It'll be fun. I'll see you guys next time. Word out.